Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. Today's review is going to be on Scented Slime by Amy. This is another shop that I haven't actually fully reviewed in quite some time. So I decided to purchase from her shop, and so many different slimes look good, so I had such a hard time picking ones, but the ones I did choose, I'm super excited to show you. Everything came just perfect, nothing cracked or leaked, and I purchased a total of 3 slimes. Besides the slimes, I also received some extras in this little extras bag, which I always have trouble opening on camera. I can do it just fine off camera, but as soon as I start recording and try to get a clip of it, it's like I forget how to open things. Anyways, in the extras, I got some of these charms. I didn't know if they went with a slime, so I just kept them out. There was also this sticker, some borax, which is labeled, and her business card. And here are the slimes I purchased. They all come in these screw top lid containers with their slime shop logo on the top and the slime name label on the side. Starting off with the first slime, this is Mint to Be. It is a DIY clay slime that comes with a waffle bowl clay and mint ice cream scoop clay, and that comes topped with some chocolate clay chunks, sprinkles, and Fimos, and a chocolate charm, and it is scented just like mint chocolate. The base itself, at least for me, feels like a very velvety cloud cream. It's super fun to squish and just kind of shuffle between your hands, if that makes sense. It's just one of those ones that you get to fold over a lot and just squish, and every once in a while you get the nice bubble pops and stuff like that. It's really fun to play with, hence why I like cloud cream so much. The clay sculpture was really realistic, and I have not had a waffle bowl since I was a child, so that brought back some memories that I completely forgot about. I honestly, for quite some time, forgot that waffle bowls exist. I know that sounds really dumb because I knew that waffle cones existed, but just I don't see waffle bowls very often, so it was really nice to see one in a clay version. But the clay itself was really soft and kind of bouncy, and mixing that with the cloud cream textured base, it mixed really easily and really well. I also like to see the colors mix because obviously the base and the ice cream part were the same color, but seeing the I almost said waffle cone, the waffle bowl color mix in looked really cool. And for the most part, it stayed the same color, just a little more mute of a green, and I think it looks amazing. Once fully mixed, the texture turned into a snow clay. Again, super fun to squish, and the bubble pops are great. It's really smooth and velvety. As I was taking notes, that's why there's a pen in the frame. There was this long black thing. I think it was just some fuzz or something, but I happened to catch it while I was taking notes, and that's why that's there, but it was no problem. I just took it out, no biggie. This slime was really fun to poof up because it got extremely sizzly, almost like a cloud dough, but not too much because I don't like cloud doughs, and I liked this one, and it had really good bubble pops, but it inflated a lot, as you can see here, and it just got so sizzly. I loved it. It still stayed pretty dense and spreadable, so that was amazing. And the snow fallout is super minimal. I didn't really even notice it unless I was really trying to look for it. I was also in love with the scent. It smells exactly as described, just like mint and chocolate, which smells amazing. So of course, this one gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. Next up is Unicorn Bark. This is a rainbow pastel swirled cloud dough that is scented like lemon pound cake. It is decorated with clay chunks and sprinkles, and it comes with a unicorn charm. And first off, look at how stunning this looks. I love the marbled effect. This is perfect. like it's like perfection when it comes to marbling slimes. I don't know how she did this, but it looks incredible and I feel like it took a lot of time, so I really appreciate that. And mixing it, even though it was like partially mixed because it's marbled, it still took quite a bit of time to mix it, and you can see every single individual color get mixed in, and it was so fun, especially like when I found out what the end result was gonna be. It just looks so pretty, and while it did break my heart a little bit to mix it, it was extremely fun. I also really appreciate the color it turned into. For most people, if you know slime, if you mix too many different colors together, it's going to turn into like a brown or a gray. And while that's not a bad thing, if this turned into like a brown or gray and it's unicorn bark, that wouldn't look that great. But this turned into like the perfect color for unicorn bark. Like, this is the color I would think of if somebody just said unicorn bark to me. Like, I would think of a pink, almost purple. It's got the tiniest little detail of purple in there, but this is the exact color I would think of. Now, the listing describes this slime as a cloud dough. I personally don't feel that it is a cloud dough. Then again, they kind of vary in texture. This one, kind of like the last one, reminds me of a cloud cream texture, maybe a little more snow than a regular cloud cream, so I guess it'd be a cloud dough, but to me it feels more like a cloud cream. Regardless, again, like the last one, it's really sizzly. I think one of the biggest differences though between this one and the last one is that this one has a lot more residue, a lot more than I'm comfortable with, and you can definitely notice it as you're playing with it. But other than that, I really enjoy this texture. Just another good one for squishing and just holding. So, confession time, I have tried this slime before a long time ago. The very first time I reviewed this shop, I got like I think it was like a 4-pack of like 2 or 3 ounces. I don't remember what it was, but anyways, this was one of the ones in there, and I absolutely fell in love with that one too. It was a completely different color and kind of a little bit of different texture, but still, regardless, I love this one so much. So I knew it was gonna smell exactly like lemon pound cake, and I knew I was gonna like this one. And like, ever since I had that one, I knew I needed a bigger size, and I finally got one, and I am beyond happy. I'm gonna give this slime 4.7 out of 5 pajamas because of that excessive residue, but it wasn't too bad, and I still absolutely enjoy this one. Lastly is Waffletopia. This is another DIY slime that comes with a multicolored clay waffle that is topped with sprinkles and Fimos and a random charm, and it is scented a blend of many different scents that I honestly cannot remember, but is supposed to smell like taro. Now, I personally have never smelled taro or have had anything that's taro flavored. I do have a local coffee shop, and I'm obsessed with them, and I always get milk tea, but they don't have any other flavors, and I know that taro milk tea is like a really popular flavor for a lot of people, and I hope they get it at some point so I can try it. But until then, I don't know what taro smells like, but to me this smelled kind of nutty, kind of sweet, and pretty good, so I think that's what it's supposed to smell like, but I couldn't really tell you. All I can say is that it smells really good. The base to me felt like a semi-icy. It was kind of slippery and had a decent amount of snow residue, like enough to like get a lot under my fingernails and quite a bit on my hands, but I wasn't too worried about it because I hadn't like mixed in the clay yet, and that can always fix that. But the base did feel kind of like a semi-icy, not quite a icy, but the snow definitely felt a little more overactivated than normal. I really wish I had given that clay piece more of a showcase because I loved the way it looked. It was one of the most gorgeous pieces I have ever seen. I loved the colors, and that little bear charm is so adorable. I also loved like all the random sprinkles and stuff. They really do come together, and I just love the vibes with this slime. And mixing in the clay, it was like that first DIY clay. The clay was like really bouncy and kind of soft, so it mixed in really well with the base. I will say it did make the snow fall out worse, which is really bad. So it started like getting all over my table, but that can happen when you have snow-based slimes. It was just more than I prefer. I really like the color it turned into. It was kind of like the last one with a pink, a little more purple this time. pretty mute, and I liked it a lot. And here I'm just showing you kind of like what the residue was looking like. The texture, once I mixed in the clay, was kind of what you would expect it to be. It was like an icy or clay, almost cloud cream hybrid. I know, like, all three slimes kind of felt like cloud creams to me. Maybe I'm just bad at describing the way things feel, but I really like the texture regardless. So besides the snow fallout, I really enjoyed this one. Again, a good one for sizzles, but this one was definitely more of those ones that you could get like really good bubble pops out of, and I loved stretching it. Because of the residue, I'm giving this one 4.5 out of 5 pajamas. And with that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, let me know if you have any exciting plans for this weekend. As you're watching this, I'm probably either in the theaters or getting ready to go to the theaters to see the new Doctor Strange movie, and I'm super excited. But with that, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.